last night I slept 9.5 hours. So that was one of the best things that I do. Yeah, someone just ran by me. That is one of the best things that I do for myself and makes me feel so good, is to sleep a lot and to sleep well. And last night was a really lucky night. I know I've read that mature adults are supposed to get from 7 to 9 hours, and that doesn't usually happen to me. I probably usually get like 5 or 6 hours, maybe 7 hours. I'm a pretty good sleeper, but that's the Pacific Ocean out there. That's our Navy. Well, that's one of our bases. The dog keeps running by me. So the 3 things, dear, I'm going to make this brief. The 3 things that I do to make myself feel better are simple, but they have to become habits or they don't work as well. And, the first one is the sleeping. You really got to work on it. If you can't sleep at night, then try to take naps. The second thing is what I do almost every day is I move my body. I get outside, I take a walk, I go to some place that I enjoy that makes it, I bring you with me a lot of the time because I love it. I love it. And I know that the older I get, the more important it is to keep moving my body. So I don't know if you guys do that, but that's something that I do that makes me feel much better all the time. If I am sedentary and don't do much, I don't feel good. I don't feel good. That I'm looking at across there, I think that's where you bring this whole boat or dog care is where you, if you've been out of the country, so that's customs. You got to bring your boat through here. That's customs, like anything else. And down there, I don't know if you can see it, but the furthest hill down there, that's Mexico. That's how close it is. So with all of these boats, a lot of people go fishing, or they go down to Mexico and they stay down there for, days or weeks or whatever, and then when they come back, they have to go through customs. And I think what they do, because the airport, I got sidetracked here, didn't I? The San Diego airport's just over there, and I don't think they have customs people, sitting here waiting, but you have to, call ahead, because they're watching who's coming in our port over here. They're watching. They know where you're coming from, and if you're coming from Mexico or somewhere else, you have to stop at customs. And you call ahead on the radio, and then they send customs people, I think, from the airport, and they come over here and meet you and do their customs things. Okay, enough to be the sidetrack. The sidetracking. So the first thing is sleep. The second thing is move my body. Get outside, be out in nature, do something that makes me feel good. The third thing is eating. I've always struggled with my weight, goes up and down, and I never really had a good plan for how to keep weight off, and so I would just not eat, and as it turns out, they call it intermittent fasting now, and then I would have one big meal. But then I would go through periods when things were not going good in my life, and I would just start eating, and I would gain 20 pounds or 30 pounds, and then I would, a few years later, I would turn it around, and I'd start the intermittent fasting. Well, I don't know how healthy that is. I started doing something different this year, just as an experiment. My half-brother told me he was doing keto. I was like, what's keto? I didn't really understand it until I looked it up. And essentially what it is you're taking most of the carbs out of your diet and most of the sugar out of your diet and processed foods. So I don't really do the hardcore keto, but I do apply the very, very low carbs, low sugar, and no processed foods for as much as I can. I did that. Starting July this year, and within about 3 months, I had lost 25 pounds, which was the weight that I gained over COVID, because COVID was a little bit, a little depressing. It was a little isolating. It was a little weird time. And so I ate, I ate, and I think a lot of people did. It feels so good. Got my feet in the water. It feels so good up here. So those are the 3 things. And you know what? I'll tell you another thing. Okay, so the eating is for, your physical health. You need to take care of yourself and eat right. And I actually do some of the intermittent fasting sometimes too. But I'm just eating better. I just trained my body to not crave. I was eating so much garbage. I was eating so much ice cream and fried stuff. And my mother gave me an air fryer. I'm like, good grief, I don't need that. I don't need to be frying stuff. Then I'm just looking for stuff that's going to make me gain weight. I don't know what I lost track of my thought. Sorry. Senile lady. Look at this. These houses up here. You have no idea. That's so huge. It's, how much bigger it is than like the boats. A few really big, beautiful, I gotta call them yachts, not boats, in there. If I can get closer here. I don't know if you can see. There we go. All right, so those are the things. The eating is for your physical health. Moving the body is for physical, oops, oh shoot, it stayed fast. I don't watch it there. I almost fell in. So the getting outside, moving around, that's for the physical health. And also for me, it's the mental health. It's absolutely the mental, psychological, spiritual, grounding myself and connecting with the earth. So that's it, I guess. So eat right, or do the best you can with what you got, try to figure something out. Move your body, that's huge. And then sleep, baby, sleep. Oh my gosh, that 9.5 hours last night. I can't tell you how good that made me feel. It was amazing. Okay, so from me to you, I love you. And have a beautiful day. See you next time.